What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday. Let's kick it off right and a little later than normal. Apologies. These Monday mornings are going to be a pain in the ass for me. Sorry. I was up late doing the Sunday night show, so I can't create more time. If you guys have any suggestions on how to work my way around the laws of physics and time, I would appreciate the help. But until I get a time machine, this might be your Monday morning routine or afternoon as it is right now on the East Coast. Anyways, hey, West Coast, still morning. You're good, golden. Anyways, it's August 19th, 2024. Hope you joined the live show last night. If you didn't, go back and check it out. We predicted all 12 CFP teams for this year, me, Jeff, and Sean. So please hit like and subscribe on any of the videos if you're following on podcasts. Hey, question for podcast folks. Are you having trouble with Apple Podcasts with this particular show? If it doesn't play for you, let me know. I'm mounting a case against Apple. Not really a case, but I've been going back and forth with their customer service because I have trouble playing it. It just, it'll error out like as it's trying to load the show, just my show for some reason. I don't know. So maybe it's just me. Who knows? Anyway, let me know, podcast listeners, if you have trouble with Apple Podcasts and the show. All right. So today we're going to kind of bounce back and maybe start a new path. How's that sound? I know a lot of you have seen your messages about Justin Frye, frustrations about O-line recruiting. I get it. I'm there with you. I'm frustrated at the lack of offers, not even putting out 30 offers in this 2025 class is inexcusable. If you're trying to get a class of 5 guys committed, you got to offer more than 30. All right. The other thing is, and this is a big one, I don't want to go too deep into it, but I got a Jay Book. I'm sure you know Jay Book from Buck Nuts. He put out a stat recently. He did some homework, so I want to give him credit. The Buckeyes put out offers. They have only convinced 17 out-of-state O-linemen to take an official visit at Ohio State since he arrived. He's going into year 3 now. He's closed 3 of them: Miles Walker, Ian Moore, and Gabe Van Sickle. He knows Miles Walker's high school head coach. That's how he got him. Ian Moore is from Indiana. Justin Frye played at Indiana. Gabe Van Sickle is from Michigan, and he's a 3-star. So I don't know if those really count as legit out of state, but technically they are. So I'll go with it. So he's only gotten 17 in 3 years. He's only gotten 17 guys from out of state to come to campus. All right, that's a problem. And you didn't land any of well, Ian Moore was a 5-star at one point. He stopped doing the camps, so they knocked down his star ranking. So I don't know. You obviously have to cast a wider net. I know that's what everybody's talking about. I'm not trying to regurgitate other people's opinions because that's the last thing I want to do here. But this is a common refrain I keep hearing from other recruiting guys, is that you have to offer more dudes. And the big question, before we get into our options here, I'm going to get to some actual names and players and stuff. The big question is the O-line development at Ohio State is good. It's not terrible. It's not garbage. It's much better than Tennessee's, by the way. So what is the problem with selling the program or the O-line development specifically? Something is wrong. There's a disconnect between the message to the players or the families and the message they're trying to get out there. Maybe it needs to be adjusted, tweaked. I don't know, but O-line development at Ohio State is good. I'm telling you. Josh Simmons last year is a perfect example. You're going to see him take another step up this year. I'm sure of it. Josh Frye, the other Josh at the other side. You're going to see a step up in his play. So and not, I mean, I don't know if you can't give him credit for Paris Johnson. That was actually an Urban Meyer commitment, not a Coach Stud commitment, not a Justin Frye commitment. That was an Urban Meyer / into Ryan Day commitment. And I think anybody could have developed Paris Johnson into an NFL player. He was that coming out of high school, just needed some weight on him. So anyway, my thought is I did like zero prep for this show, in case you couldn't tell, as my eyes wander off. Um, I think there's a problem in the I know sales sounds bad, but in the messaging to the recruits, something is not coming through there. You know what I'm saying? Something is getting missed, not communicated properly. I don't know what it is, but they need the coaching staff needs to take a step back. Ryan Day, Justin Frye, Mike Soleni, Frye's assistant, Tim Drevno is now helping with the O line, so maybe he can do some recruiting when on campus at least, because you still can only send out 11 guys, including the head coach, to recruit on the road. But when the kids come to campus, is everybody can recruit everybody. But so my concern is the messaging. Something is getting lost there. You don't keep missing on this many guys over 3 years. I don't understand it. So that's my concern right off the top with Justin Frye and the recruiting percentage. Yeah, he has a 17.6 closing percentage on out of state players. So right now, the 2026 class, I'm not looking too far into that, but we only have 16 offers out to that class. Georgia has 40. Bama is 36. Now, they go about recruiting much differently. This needs to be, a top of mind when you start thinking about just throwing out more offers. This is not Michigan. Michigan throws out 300. Bama, Georgia, they throw out over 250 offers, 300 offers to every single class. Ryan Day's approach, and it filters down to the staff, is fewer offers, build those relationships, and those relationships will pay off. But when it comes to O-line in this 25 class, and you're trying to get at least 4, hopefully 5, putting out 28, 29, less than 30 offers is not enough. I don't give a shit how good you are at creating and building relationships. You could be Jesus H. Christ. You are not going to make 5 guys out of 30 come to Ohio State. You got to offer more. At least try it. Try something new. You can't keep doing the same thing for 3 years, So anyways, I think Frye will get I think he'll get bailed out by this strong 2026 O-line class in Ohio. I think he'll get bailed out by that because we'll end up getting 2 of the top guys, maybe 3. So we'll see. But anyway, let's get into some 2025 guys, as I wasted like 8 minutes talking about Justin Frye's incompetence. I tried to defend the guy. You guys know it. You've heard the shows. I've read your comments. I've replied to your comments. I tried to defend the guy because I felt like everybody was attacking him, because I felt like they heard it on other shows maybe. But anyway, at some point you got to take a hard line and say, look, you're not getting it done, dude. You got to step up or step out. And soon we'll be doing a show on possible candidates to replace Justin Frye. Maybe that person's on the staff. Anyways, so we lost out recently on Josh Petty going to Georgia Tech. All right, you can't really argue with an academic commitment like this. But Petty, he's from Roswell, Georgia. G Tech is right there in the ATL. So respect to them. He was going to go to there, Florida State. The Buckeyes weren't even in the freaking picture. So this is not a loss for the Buckeyes. This is not a win for those schools over Ohio State, as they like to paint it sometimes. But I think you got to circle back here. Javon McFadden is not committed yet. 6'5", 300 pounds from Maryland. He's a 3-star, an 8'8", 6'2", a top 500 guy, number 29 interior O lineman. number 13 player in Maryland. He has offers from some big schools, South Carolina, Florida, of course, Colorado, um, Maryland. So this is one guy you got to crank up the heat on. Frye's got to get over there, get to his high school games, you know, talk to his high school coach, talk to him, talk to the family, see what we can do. See, this is the downside of missing on all of your top 29 prospects is you have to turn to 3 stars. Now, maybe these guys make a leap in their talent or their body changes or something. They make a leap from junior to senior year. That's possible. Not always likely, but you gotta. This is the drawback when you start missing on your 4 and 5 stars, right? You got to turn to your high 3 stars, obviously. You know. So McFadden's one I would look at heavily. Then I would circle back on Micah DeBose. From what I hear, there are still conversations going on with him in Ohio State. He's the Alabama committed back in June, 6'5", 315 from Mobile, Alabama, but was born in the Cleveland area. Still has family up there. So he's a high 4-star, a 9.410. He's a nationally ranked top 150 guy, number 138. Number 14 tackle, number 12 player in Alabama. He's got offers from everybody. You know that. SEC teams, obviously he committed to Bama, so must be good. So you got to circle back on that one. Cross your fingers and toes you can get a flip there. Not likely. Flipping somebody from Bama is not easy to do, not done often by anyone. So Micah DeBose is somebody you got to go back and look at. And then you start scrolling down the list of 24/7 sports, basically. That's like I'm doing right now. Let's see, where are we at? I start looking at guys, those 3 stars, that are from Ohio. Now that's where I start. I start in state. You got Nolan Davenport from Massillon. He's committed to Wisconsin. I don't know. He's a 3-star, solid 3-star. Number 12 player in the state, number 33 tackle. I'd start with him, see if that ship has sailed yet. Then you got some guys that are committed to Kentucky. Jermail Adkins, he's from Dayton, 3-star, of course, number 48 tackle in the class. You got Tucker Caddis, another Kentucky commit, 6'5", 285 from St. X down in Cincy. He's a 3-star, number 82 tackle in the class. See where we're getting here? We're getting down in the, almost outside the top 100 at that position. You got Raphael Green from Winton Woods. He's committed to is that the Rockets? Looks like the Rockets to me. 6'6", 320. But again, he's number 100 at tackle in the country. So that's the problem, you got to start, slappy, slippy. You got to start scraping the bottom of the barrel here. And there's not much down there. You got a Jonathan Stangl committed to Maryland. He's a 3-star, 6'8", 310 from Canton. So this is where we're at, man. That's what I'm talking about. You got a guy from freaking Fremont Ross. I wouldn't take him. He's going to Kent State anyways. Smart kid. So yeah, there's not a lot. You got a Pickerington Central guy, Parker Harden, guys we've never even talked about. Obviously, none of these guys have Ohio State offers yet. But we're talking top 200 at their position, guys, not all positions. That's the big freaking problem here. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's a Jaden Clark from Clayton, from Northmont Clayton. He's a 3-star. He's a number 74 guy. He's an interior O lineman. Number 74, his position. You got a guy from Findlay, repping the 419, Baylor Wilkin, 6'4", 275. He's committed to Indiana. So again, 3-star. He's number 76 interior O line guy. Got a Robert Smith interior guy committed to BC. Again, he's number 121 at interior O line. So this is what I'm talking about, man. We're hanging our hopes on flips and flipping guys from garbage schools, lower level P5s and G5 teams. So this is where we're at. Something's going to have to happen here. If you can get, you got Carter Lowe, all right, almost a 5-star. Jake Cook is a development guy. That's it. You got those guys in the fold. If you can get a Micah DeBose, that's a major deal. That could save this class, but you still need 4 or 5 guys, So then can you pull off a late flip from somebody else or offer somebody late here in their senior year? As football starts for most high schools next Friday, this coming week, so you got to watch your first couple of weeks of game tape and start offering guys, going to have to spray the field here. But, so yeah, we pinned our hopes to, senior development. The old saying, hope in one hand, shit in the other, see which one fills up first. Yeah. Glass is half empty, right? Anyway, that's all I got for you. Hey, hit me in the comments. Let me know. Every little like, subscribe, and every comment helps other Buckeye fans find the show across the worldwide internets. So I appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.